I just want to say, too, with things that I'm doing, because I have to stay busy.
Right.
So, of course, I have my group, Parental Alienation Awareness Iowa. I put signs of alienation on the back.
Okay.
So when I see people that don't know what it is, they don't even have to look it up anymore. They can
Okay.
just look.
They can just look. Mm-hmm.
I pass those out. I've put them on cars in church parking lots or wherever.
Right.
And I started this challenge last year because a lot of parents like myself, we're not able to see our children for Christmas.
Right.
We can't have that joy of giving.
Right.
So we're lost. We don't know what to do. So I like the Salvation Army, so they helped me in 2009 when I had nothing. Helped me get toys and food for my children, where they wouldn't have had a Christmas. And so anyway, I was so upset I had to do that, and they said just pay it forward someday. So I'm going to pay it forward back to the Salvation Army.
Right.
And I created the hashtag Red Bucket Challenge.
Okay.
And yesterday
I've seen that.
Yeah, yesterday I got cards made.
Okay.
I'm going to pass these out. I've got 1,000 cards, and I'm going to push myself to pass all these out by Christmas Eve. And so what I'm asking people to do, even if you don't want to donate money, just take a simple small envelope and put in honor of alienated kids everywhere, or your alienated children that we can't see for Christmas, and put hashtag Red Bucket Challenge on the envelope, and then put a donation or the definition possibly of parental alienation inside that envelope, and fold it up and put it in. And I've met some great people that are bell ringers. I take selfies with them and post it. I do Facebook Live or YouTube videos with them.
Is it not also true that some of those bell ringers have gone through the same thing?
Yes. 3 out of 4 that I visited just recently are going through the same thing.
Wow.
I actually, so 3 out of 4 of those, and they're actually going to share it with other bell ringers. And then we have nothing else to believe in, just hope. So I started writing letters to Santa Claus. So if anyone wants to do that, I visited with Santa Clauses, and South Lake, Texas, I sat right next to one in his sleigh. There was no kids around, so I'm not bombarding on them.
Right.
And I just closed my eyes, and I was holding out a letter, and I said, just let me pretend. And I said, all I want for Christmas is to hug my kids one time. And I explained what parental alienation was, and he whispered to me, he put his arm around me, he goes, this happened to me. And he goes, I didn't know what it was called. Thank you for coming here. And that happened to another Santa Claus in Iowa last year. So I know they're not Santa Claus, but he says, I'll do what I can do. And he's at least going to share the information.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the South Lake, Texas Santa has not seen his job in 26 years. He said the worst of it is I found out he became a lawyer. I was like, oh no. But it's horrible. This man was so kind. I couldn't believe it, and he just hugged me. And so some people are doing that and taking letters. I take them. I took my last letter to Chick-Fil-A, put it in their North Pole mailbox, asking to hug my kids, and then I placed these cards on their tree, all over the Chick-fil-A tree. The manager came out and said, that's amazing. First she was going to say, what is that? We can't do a business card. And I showed her. It says Chick-fil-A, they're awesome.
Right, they are.
So she was going to share it with others. And so that's what I'm doing. And then if anyone's listening that's going through this, I'm also taking letters to Trump's spiritual advisory team, the pastor of the church I sometimes go to, Robert Morris in South Lake, Texas, of Gateway. He got called by Trump and was asked personally to be on his spiritual advisory team.
And how many letters have you actually collected then?
About 75.
Wow.
So far.
Wow.
In just a few short days.
Wow.
So I'm going to take
So this is an issue it's one of those issues that nobody talks about. Everybody turns their eye to, but it's widespread.
And there really is 10s, 20, there's several thousand that could send this in.
Yeah.
Which would be great, but at least it's going to raise awareness. And the good thing is he's on that with Dr. Ben Carson, Michelle Bachman, both of whom have stories like mine.
Right.
Ben Carson I met, and he's got 40 stories. His campaign manager went through this.
Wow.
And Michelle Bachman, I met her in Iowa. and gave her 7 stories that day.
Yeah.
And Steve Forbes found out about it. I told him. I explained the economic downfall of what we're going through.
Right.
I said, we're only spending our money on lawyers. We're not out here going to the mall like we should be,
Right.
spending this money and putting it back in the economy.
Right.
So it's horrible. And he even asked, is this because of Title IV?
So
And
he
so
was
he
aware of
knew.
Title IV.
Yes.
Wow.
So he knew. So, and should I read this a little bit?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay,
We'll bring it to a close pretty quickly here, but why don't
Okay,
you
I
finish?
just want to read, because if there's people out here that don't know what this is like, when you're telling the public about it, they don't understand
Right.
what you're going through. And this could be related to PTSD or anything. So anyway, it's called I Hope You Never Understand. So you can find this on Facebook, or you can Google it. I Hope You Never Understand.
Okay.
And I read it in one of these counseling groups to people. They loved it. So I'll just say a few things. And so this is as if I'm talking to my ex that's alienating my children or my children themselves. But says, I hope you never understand what it feels like to worry that everyone in the world is against you. I really hope you never understand what it means to feel completely alone while you're surrounded by people. I hope you never understand what it is like to see a picture of your child that you are missing and to cry for hours when the memories come up. I hope you never understand how it feels to not want to hear a child yell out in a crowd for their parent and you know that it isn't for you. I certainly hope you never understand what it feels like to have your whole reason for living ripped away from you without notice or warning of any kind. I hope you never fall so deeply in love with your child that you cannot imagine your life without them, yet you know that your time is short with them and will be taken. I hope you never have to regret every single word you spoke to your child, because it will be twisted and used against you for another parent's sure joy of destroying you emotionally and without validity. I hope you never have to wonder how your child is feeling. If they are sick, sad, happy, lonely, hungry, worried, hurting, unable to cope, or going through such mental abuse that they are not even sure of their own reality or if it is real anymore. I hope you never have to endure the pain of knowing that you cannot show your child love because the other parent won't allow it, and that you never have to watch your child become so isolated and angry with you that your once loving nature has turned to sheer contempt and hatred for you without reason. I really, really hope you never understand what it means to want to end it all. I do hope you understand that you can't always understand. I do hope you understand that you don't need to understand. I do hope you understand that you can't fix everything, but there is always something you can do to help raise awareness, to help a child. So that's part of it, and I hope everyone looks for that. Called I Hope You Never Understand, and I don't wish this on anybody.
Right, right.
And so please spread awareness.
Well, thank you very much.
Grandparents and parents hurting everywhere. So.
Right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas to you.